Welcome back to Sumayyas English Classroom. In this video, let's learn a wonderful poem, A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. First, let's look at the profile of the poet. John Keats, 1795 to 1821, he was an English romantic poet. He was trained to be a surgeon, but later he decided to dedicate himself to the world of poetry. He was born in England and he has written 54 poems. Our poem, A Thing of Beauty, is an excerpt from his poem, Endymion, a Poetic Romance. This poem is based on a Greek legend in which we can see a shepherd, a young shepherd, and he is also a poet. His name was Endymion. Then he had a vision of Cynthia, the moon goddess. Then he desired to seek her out and he wandered through the forest and down under the sea. He fell in love with this Cynthia, the moon goddess. Then he went out in search of her and it ended up in sea. This is the Greek legend. Based on this poem Endymion was written. From this, we have a beautiful excerpt. Its name is A Thing of Beauty. Let's go to the poem. My dear students, these days we are not happy to see in front of television or read newspaper because these are filled with nothing but the stories of crimes. They are not at all reluctant or hesitate to kill others or to destroy all the things. What happened to these human beings? What happened to the people here? Why are they so cruel, so violent, so selfish, so greedy? Do you have the answer? I'll give you the answer. Because men are away from the beauties of nature. They are away from nature. They have no time to look at nature, to enjoy nature. We fail to see our origin. We fail to see our Mother Earth and the bounties of beauty. What about our children, my dears? They have no time to go out and enjoy nature. What are they doing? They are spending their time on gadgets. Let's have a trip to the beauties of nature through this wonderful poem, A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. Okay, let's get started. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Let it be a beautiful face, a beautiful scene, a beautiful landscape, a beautiful act. Whatever it is, it gives us never-ending joy or pleasure. It never passes into nothingness. It never fades away. It never becomes insignificant. It keeps a bower quiet for us. We love to see beautiful things because it gives us a bower. What's meant by bower? Bower means a shady place. Okay, so it gives us a bower. How does a thing of beauty become a bower for us? Let's see. These beautiful things gives us a pleasure or a relaxation from all our worries in our life. When we are in touch with nature, it reboots us. It saves us from the evil ways of life. These beautiful things act as a shady boon, act as a bower, act as a peaceful shelter to save us from the ugly sides of our life. In this way, it becomes a bower. A thing of beauty is a bower. It fills our mind with happiness and positivity. Actually, a thing of beauty gives us a positive spirit. It gives us full of sweet dreams and it uplifts our spirits. According to John Keats, if a man seeks for a good health and positivity and a peaceful life, turn to nature. Okay, let's see the next lines. Therefore, on every marrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. These lines are rich with imagination and meaning. The poet says us to make a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Okay, rethink means let's connect ourselves to the environment. Let's connect ourselves to the nature. All the beautiful things bind us to the earth. On every marrow. On every marrow means a flowing day or morning. That's why we all like to live here. It gives us some positivity. It gives us hope. We are connected to all the beautiful things in nature. In these lines, we can see some reasons with which we are so sad and gloomy in our life. Which are they? Spite of despondence, of inhuman dearth, of noble nature. What's the meaning of it? Spite means in spite of. Despondence means depression or disappointment. In spite of disappointment or depression or inhuman dearth of noble nature. Dearth means lack. Okay, lack of humanity. Okay, lack of humanity in noble natures. We are noble by nature. Men are noble by birth. But later in our life, we miss that nobility through our activities, through our evil deeds. Actually, this earthly life is full of negativity. We are so sad sometimes. So the poet says that people are so sad with some reasons. So what are those reasons? Despondence, disappointment, depression. The next is lack of nobility in our activities. That means lack of humanity and noble qualities. Then what are the other reasons? Of all unhealthy and overdarkened ways made for our searching. So human beings are so greedy and so selfish to earn more, to achieve more. They are not at all bothered about the evil ways. They are not bothered about the ways to reach the destination. They are so greedy, so they are not thinking about others. In spite of all this negativity, in spite of all these reasons, we yearn for something good to happen in our life. Okay, who brings this positivity to our life? Some shape of beauty. Okay, some shape of beauty takes away the pall from our dark spirits. The pall means the veil, means that cover. It moves away the pall. It moves away the veil from our dark spirits. Our spirits are so dark with these gloomy ways of life. So there come some shapes of beauty to take away that pall, means that cover of negativity away from our spirits. So here the poet says that some beautiful things in our life brighten our spirits. So the presence of beauty just give us some positivity. That's why we are all alive on this earth. It gives us hope and makes us so happy. Now let's move on to the next lines. Here we can see the poet gives us a list of beautiful things in nature. Which are the things of beauty in nature? Let's see the list. The sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep. Here goes the list. We all know that the sun is so beautiful. Okay, that's why we go to see sunset or sunrise. Also, we love the moonlit night. It's so beautiful. It's beyond words. Then let's see trees old and young. Okay, old and young trees. What are they doing? They are giving a shady boon, a shelter for simple sheep. So the scene, the beautiful scene of sheep standing under this old and young trees is so beautiful according to the poet. It's a thing of beauty according to the poet. Which is the next? Such are daffodils with the green world they live in. So we know that daffodils are yellow in color. So the beautiful color combination of yellow and green is so beautiful. It's really a visual trait. Then clear rills that becomes a cooling covert. Covert means a shelter to all the people against hot season. to all the beings against hot season. So it's so beautiful. The clear rills. Rills means the streams. The clear rills gives a cooling effect to everyone and everywhere against the hot season by giving fresh water. Which is the next one? Mid-forest break sprinkling with fair musk rose. Okay, you just imagine. Forest break means a thick mass of ferns. Okay, in the midst of forest, there are some thorny bushes. Okay, in the midst of that, what are there? Musk rose blooms. Yes, musk rose blooms are there. So it's in pepper. Okay, sprinkle here and there. So it truly fascinates us. So it's also very beautiful according to the poet. Then what comes next? Such too is the grandeur of the domes that we have imagined for our mighty dead. Okay, what's the meaning of grandeur? It means the magnificence. So this grandeur is associated with the destiny of mighty dead. The destiny of the brave is also a thing of beauty with the rich legacy that they have left behind here. The rich legacy of their noble deeds, noble acts and selfless life that we have imagined for the prophets and the great people, okay, the leaders, okay. Here the poet says that a thing of beauty is not only a material beauty but also spiritual beauty, okay. The beauty of the character, the beauty of the action, the beauty of noble qualities that also come here. He can't give the names of all things of beauty here. So here he says, all lovely tales that we have heard or read, everything is there. Okay, all the lovely tales that we have heard about the great people, everything actually is really a thing of beauty. Because all these lovely tales of these great people inspire us to do something great. So a thing of beauty can be a courage, greatness, bravery. Okay, all these noble qualities are things of beauty according to John Keats. In the last two lines, here the poet defines beauty. War is beauty. Okay, he defines beauty here. What's beauty? It's an endless fountain. It's an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heaven's brink. It's also a thing of beauty, right? This explanation, this definition of beauty itself is a thing of beauty. Here, the poet says that the beauty is divine and of course it's immortal. Immortal drink. That's why its loveliness increases day by day. It never fades away. It never fades away. It never passes into nothingness. It is a gift from heaven. You just imagine heaven as a cup. From that brink of heaven, what is pouring down to us? This immortal drink, an endless fountain to beautify the earth. So, the earth is eternally beautiful with the beautiful things or with the things of beauty. Okay, this is our poem. We have gone through some points here. Now let's see the vocabulary. What is the theme of this poem? According to John Keats, beauty is eternal and gives a joy forever. Beauty plays an important role in our lives and helps us to remain happy and joyful in the midst of all worries and gloominess in our life. Let's see the poetic devices used here. The first one is metaphor. Metaphor shows comparison. Bower quiet. It refers to a quiet, shady part in the garden. Sweet dreams means happy dreams. Then wreathing a flowery band, connecting to nature. The next is a pall, is used as a metaphor. It's a covering, like a shroud. Next is endless fountain of immortal drink, So beauty is compared to an endless fountain of immortal drink. So it refers to the deeds of great men and women that have made them a source of inspiration for people of all times. Next is alliteration. Noble natures, cooling covet, band to bind. These are the alliterations. The next is imagery. These create an image in our mind. Which are they? Flowery bands, shady boon, clear rivers, daffodils in green world, granger of dooms, cooling covert, endless fountain of eternal drink. Next is transfer epithet. Which epithet is transferred here? Gloomy, gloomy days. We are gloomy, not days are gloomy. Like that, unhealthy and over darkened ways. Then another one is oxymoron. Okay, what is the example for this oxymoron? Mighty dead. Okay, now you have seen the vocabulary and the poetic devices used here. Now let's go to the exam hearts of 5 questions. These are the questions. What image does the poet use to describe the beautiful bounty of the earth? War is the cause of our gloomy days and dark spirits. How does a thing of beauty provide us shelter and comfort? What spreads this pall of despondency or our dark spirits? How was it removed? What's the message of the poem, A Thing of Beauty? Okay, my dear students, this is the end of the chapter. Hope you have understood this chapter very well. Go through the video and write the answers in the comment box. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon in the next video. Bye.